What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of WWE's Biggest Issue. Excuse me. This week's episode might not be might not be much of a how can I put it? Might not be much of a big deal. But this was something that I wanted to, talk about for this episode because, as you guys are well aware, over the years, WWE has brought in so many different WWE Championship designs. Whether it was for the WWE title, for the United States title, the Intercontinental title, the tag team titles. Or whether it was for the women's title. There was always a variant of designs, but there's been rumors going around that There's been a lot of rumors as of late that apparently Triple H wants to bring in some brand new designs. Now obviously you guys know that currently right now the titles look exactly how they are now. If you guys had seen the Intercontinental title, originally it was the previous design was brought in by Cody Rhodes, who wanted to bring back its legacy, if you will, and he did for the most part. But because of Sami Zayn, he decided to bring in a new version of the title, which it looks okay, but it could be better. It could be better. Now, as far as the tag team titles go, you guys know that they were unified back in 2009 by Carlito and Primo during the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, which was a hell of a show, by the way. And right up until like 2010, they decided to scrap the superstars holding two tag team titles each, and each holding one, which are the titles that they see now, but just with black leather and with bronze plating, if you will. Now we've got the red and blue titles with the silver plating, which looks good, but again, they could do better. Now, as far as the Universal title, again, it was originally a part of Monday Night Raw, so they brought it to red. But because that is now a part of blue, it's now. Let me rephrase. Now that's a part of SmackDown, it's blue. And of course too, it's happened with the United States titles. Excuse me. It's happened with the United States title, which originally was a part of WCW, and then it became a part of WWE for up until from 2002 up until this year. So 20-year history, man. Trust, it's pretty crazy. But what's been going on? What's going on with WWE nowadays with the whole title change? Apparently with Triple H now being the head of creative, which honestly is awesome for it. It's awesome. Apparently he wants to bring in more changes to WWE, including some championships. Apparently there's been rumors swirling that supposedly he wants to bring in brand new championship designs, if you will. And the only person that has ever done that for for WWE and for other promotions is the Twitter user Dan Belzer. Big shouts to him. Big shoutouts to him. He took to Twitter like just a few days ago, saying, quote, "Rumor mill says Triple H making numerous belt design changes." Now, of course, too, as I said, he had been the center of making title changes for WWE, but also for previous I guess for previous promotions, but again, but it's not 100% clear whether or not it's gonna happen or not. But we do know that we are set to crown new women's tag team champions. But I think tonight on Raw, it's between Dakota Kai and Io Sky taking on Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, which is going to be an interesting matchup because we all know that Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Alexa Bliss are going to get involved, and thus Rodriguez and Aaliyah could potentially win, which is a possibility, but who knows? Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Of course, too, we know that excuse me. We know that there's going to be a lot of fans out there who would be more than happy to see WWE bring in new championship designs. Like already we have new championship designs for the NXT title and the NXT Women's title, which will be unified with the NXT UK title and the NXT UK Women's title with the end of NXT UK. Which, if you guys did not check out yesterday's video, I did a top 10 best or I guess I should say greatest NXT UK Heritage Cup Championship matches of all time. If you guys have not checked out that video, I recommend you check it out. You guys will know how awesome NXT UK was. Maybe it might incite you guys to watch NXT UK from its inception up until this point. So I recommend you check out that video. I do plan to do top 10s for the NXT UK tag team titles, the women's title, and the NXT UK title in the coming weeks. In the coming weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But with that being said, as far as like what titles I wouldn't mind see get changes, hands down, obviously the women's tag team titles, definitely the WWE title, the Intercontinental title, and I would probably have to say the United States title. And the reason for the United States title is because of this. We know that the current design for said United States title came into light when MVP proclaimed himself as the rightful United States champion with the feud that he and Lashley had with Apollo Crews after he became United States champion. And it was a interesting rivalry to say the very least. But I have to admit that the design looked good. It looked good at first. But looking at it now and looking at how its legacy was tainted by MVP, I'm 100% certain that title could definitely use a change. Because, just because of that, because of its heritage, because of its legacy. Think of some of the men that had won, that had took the United States title and defended it with honor, with respect, putting respect into the name that is the United States title. You got guys like Harley Race, you got guys like Dusty Rhodes, you got guys like Ric Flair, you got guys like Guys like, who else can I think of? Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Who else? Sting. Eddie Guerrero. Big Show. John Cena. Booker T. JBL. Bobby Lashley. Carlito. Big Show I mentioned. Seth freaking Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Santino Marella, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus. They all took, even also AJ Styles. They took the United States title and defended it with honor. They had so much respect for the title. They decided to etch their names in history as some of the greatest United States champions of all time. And it's the same thing with the Intercontinental title. Guys like, excuse me, guys like Pat Patterson, Pedro Morales, if I'm right on that one, Tito Santana, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Randy Savage, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ultimate Warrior, Ric Flair, Carlito, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Diesel, Kane, Rob Van Dam, Shane, not Shane Helms, who else can I think of? I'm trying to think. Road Dogg, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Kofi, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn. They all took the Intercontinental title and put honor into his heritage, making those titles the two most workhorse titles in WWE. Now, as far as the WWE title, you guys know that it was originally known as the WWE World Heavyweight title when Brock Lesnar beat John Cena. We all know. But the design that it is now, when it was given to Brock Lesnar, it just nowadays it just looks bland. It just looks very, very bland, and I truly believe that if Triple H is indeed bringing in new title designs, I have no doubt in my mind that the WWE title could definitely use a design change, simply because of the fact that it's had changes multiple times over the years, including like, how can I, let's see if I can find the best one, let me see if I can find the best way to describe it. Let's see if I can find something here to give an idea of how many changes the WWE title has had. Let's see. Maybe this one? No, that... Yeah, I guess this will suffice. Because I'm trying to look up the title designs for the WWE title, because we know that it's had a lot of different designs over the years. Nope, that ain't it. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Let's see. I'm like trying to find something, guys. I apologize. Yeah, apparently there's nothing I could find. Honestly, there really isn't anything I can find, to be honest. Maybe this one might work. Here we go. This one might do the trick. Oh no, it's YouTube. Never mind. So okay, you know what? I'll try and explain as best I can. So when it comes to the WWE title, it's had a variety of different designs. You know, especially one of the more, especially from back in the 70s and 80s. You know, it was more. You know, it had. The title was like small to look like a belt buckle. Then it came to a point where they had a green design with a bunch of like name templates that had names and how long they held the title for. Then it ended up becoming the winged eagle version, which if you guys saw WWE back during those times, you know that they had what was known as the winged eagle version. Then of course during the Attitude Era, they had a design where the title, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just gonna call it the Attitude Era design. Then when Austin and Rock took the titles for themselves, we had a Smoking Skull version, and then of course a Brahma Bull version, which the Brahma Bull version did not see the light of day, unfortunately. And then once WWE united both the WWE title and the WCW title, once Triple H became Undisputed Champion, we ended up getting the Undisputed title version, which if you guys remember watching WWE from back in 2000, from 2002 to 2005, then you will know exactly which version I'm talking about. And then of course too, we ended up having the spinner title, which had two variants. The one that John Cena brought in 2005, and then the one that Edge brought in when he was a two-time WWE champion himself. And and then eventually we ended up getting the title that we see now. So honestly, I think definitely the title could definitely use a change, but I don't really know. But again, these are only rumors. We don't know if these rumors are true or not. But if these changes do happen, then it'll most likely happen potentially right after Clash of the Castle on Saturday, which again is a possibility. But the question becomes: do we need title changes? Do we need design changes to the WWE titles? Yes, but which ones though? Again, it's the US title, the IC title, the women's tag team titles, and the WWE title, and definitely the 24/7 title. I think that title needs to be scrapped and turned back into the hardcore title, because the hardcore title was 10 times more entertaining than the 24/7 title, in my personal opinion. But I know this was relatively short, but this brings me to the question of the day: which WWE Championship do you guys want to see get a design change? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, which gets posted every Monday, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.